Hi Team We Run, Coach Alexa here, coach for Reading, South Oxfordshire and online. It is really wet out there today. I've been out the house twice so far and got pretty soaked on both occasions. And I get lots of questions in from runners this time of year about how to keep dry. Now, I've done videos before talking more specifically about waterproofs. So have a look through the Coach Tips video section in the app to find out a little bit more about those. And I've also talked a little bit more about Gore-Tex running shoes. And the caveat around both of those is that nothing will keep you dry if you're out running for longer times in heavier rain. So the longer you're out and the heavier the rain is, the quicker the water will start coming in. Any waterproof clothing has got holes in it for things like our heads, our hands and our feet, and so water will start coming in. I weirdly, when I'm running, am perfectly fine with just wearing a normal pair of running socks, running shoes. I don't tend to pick ones with waterproofing unless I'm coaching, because they keep my feet warmer when I'm coaching, and I just let my feet get wet, and my feet don't tend to get cold when I'm running. When I stop running, that's a little bit different kettle of fish. I know that some people don't like that sensation of having wet feet, and their feet get colder a lot more quickly than mine might do, in which case I want to introduce you to the amazing concept of waterproof socks. So I wear these quite a lot actually, because I am not a fan when I'm coaching, for example, of wearing waterproof boots or something like that, which are the only guaranteed way to actually keep my feet dry, because I want to have that ankle range of motion to demo and to run. And also, if I'm out in the mud, I actually find that better than wellies or walking boots, my proper kind of mud specific running shoes are better for grip, even when I'm just out walking the dog. So to stop my feet from getting wet and cold when I'm walking, I put waterproof socks on underneath them. So these are fantastic and they do what they say on the tin. So your shoes will let the water in. You can wear them under your normal running shoes. They are warmer than normal socks, so you might find your feet get a little bit too warm, but for some people that wouldn't necessarily be a problem. They do need washing, like a lot of technical type stuff, a little bit more carefully. So cool wash, no tumble dry, no iron, for those who might consider ironing socks. And what you'll find is they're quite snug fitting, and they've got this quite sort of snug elastic band around the top, basically, and they're quite tall, basically to stop water coming in the top. So these are made by a brand called Sealskin. There are loads of different alternatives for waterproof socks out there. So, I would give them a go if you are the sort of person that doesn't like having wet feet, or doesn't like having cold feet, or feet get quite cold when they do get wet and you're running. Then they're worth a try. They're definitely better, I've found, at keeping my feet dry compared to Gore-Tex or waterproof running shoes, which they let the water in around the ankle hole when you get splashes. The other thing to think about if you're running on the trails is that Gators, which like a tiny little kind of ankle skirt, tight around the ankle, and then they attach on the laces and the back of your shoe like a little sort of skirt around the top of the shoe, and they can keep water out for a little bit longer, but more importantly, if you're running on the trails, they keep the grit and the mud and the muck and the leaves out from your shoes, so you don't have to stop so often to get stuff out of your shoes that are rubbing on your feet. So a couple of different options there to keep the feet a little bit happier, a little bit drier and warmer for longer on a run. Happy running!